Have you ever been talking to a potential photographer that you want to hire and they ask you, you have any questions for me? And your mind goes completely blank? Hey, I'm Taylor Reschka with Taylor News, and I'm so glad you're here. Let me guide you through some questions that you might want to ask your photographer to make sure if you two are a great fit. As with anything, communication is essential, and asking the right questions can help you not only know the process and what you're getting into, but helps the photographer know where you're at in your journey and what you do and don't know. Sometimes as a photographer, we assume that everyone knows exactly what's going on, and they don't. And that's fine. Let's help them. Hey, what's your booking process? This is one of the best questions to ask up front. Not only do you get to know the process more, but you get to know a little more of the nitty-gritty. Like, do they require a retainer? Do they have a contract? How many times are you going to communicate throughout the whole process? And it really varies when it comes to different sessions, like a family session, a little more straightforward. How many people are going to be there? Do you require a contract? That kind of stuff. But then like a wedding is like way more information, a much bigger scale of things. And knowing how the process of booking your photographer works makes you more comfortable and informed, and makes the photographer more comfortable and informed. How does the typical session/wedding go? If you've never worked with this photographer before, this is essential to make sure you get the experience that you're looking for. Every photographer's got a different approach. Myself, I like to make sure people are comfortable with themselves, just to get to be and figure out what that is, and then guide them along the way when I know what their base is. Other photographers have a very more stringent kind of way to pose people, but that's what makes their work theirs, and that really attracts clients. So no matter what the photographer is, each of them's got a different process, and it's great to know if that process fits you. What do you enjoy most about insert topic photography? Now this question may be not essential to book the right photographer, but as a photographer, I love hearing this question because it means you're invested, and I want to be just as invested as you are. Hearing questions of like why you enjoy, let's say, wedding photography. For me, I love stories, and I love getting to meet people. And that's really why I love staying in weddings. Different photographers are going to have different reasons. And that's another great way to find out if this photographer is going to be a great fit for you and what work you need done. Now a question to not say. Now, you should ask this question, but I want to make a point to not make it your first or only concern. And that is, how much do you charge? While knowing how much your services are going to cost is important to people, when photographers hear that first or only, what we hear is that's all you care about. You just want the lowest price, or you just want the right price. Now, it doesn't mean to say, hey, I've already decided I love your vibe. That's the only question I have. There's a different way to go about it. So let's say I need a headshot. I'm not really looking for this big to-do. So a great way to do that is to be like, hi, I'm looking for a headshot for work. I only really need one shot. What packages do you have to reflect that? It is much better than, how much do you charge? Because again, if we hear it's only about the price, we tend to turn off. We tune out. And that's because when we hear those price clients who are not really about the experience, a lot of our clients that complain are those clients. While they have something in their head of what a certain session means, and the photographer has a certain way that goes, if they don't meet because they didn't discuss about anything but price, things can go awry, and no one's happy after that. Thank you so much for stopping by and listening to some questions you should ask your photographer. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, confessions, beratements towards me, please throw them in the comments. Join the email list, join the YouTube channel, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you next time.